Oh. You know, I made the prediction on my social media that because the thing is, I'm an Angels fan, shockingly enough. And I knew Shohei Ohtani would more than likely leave the Angels to go to another team. He ended up leaving to go to another team. In my hardest of hearts, I believed that Justin was going to stay. I believed that he was going to be a Bear next year, but hey, I always had a feeling in the back of my head. I think we're probably I'm probably not gonna see Justin Fields in a Bears uniform after, sadly, that terrible Packers game. And that's the case. Justin Fields, the saga is finally over. It is finally concluded. And Justin Fields is no longer a Chicago Bear. Justin Fields is now a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers, as only a few minutes ago he just got traded to Pittsburgh. Now he got traded to Pittsburgh for a 2025 6th-round pick, and based on play time, it could turn into a 4th-round pick. Now, apparently, ESPN just tweeted out that the Steelers have no intentions of playing Justin Fields this upcoming season to be a starter. So, what more than likely is going to happen for Justin Fields' future before I talk about the Bears and what this means for the Bears? From a Bears fan's perspective, what this means for the Pittsburgh Steelers is this. They have Russell Wilson on a 1-year deal. He's going to just be there, probably soak it up for a year, while Justin Fields is going to be there for the next few years. You'd have to envision the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to pick up Justin Fields' 5th-year option, which would mean he would have 2 years on his deal this year, and then he'll probably get his opportunity to start for the Steelers next year in a full season. And then that next season, that will be, I guess you can say, his make or break it year to prove he can get a second contract in this league to see if he will be a starter in this league, especially for the Steelers, or if he'll be a backup in this league. And what they're going to do is they're just going to have him sit, more than likely properly develop him behind the scenes, and sit under Russell Wilson, sit for a year, again, develop, and then he should be ready to go the following season in 2025. That's probably the best potential outcome for him. Um, hopefully the Steelers can right the ship with him and get him to playing at the level that he needs to be playing at. Um, and that's basically it. All I can say is, listen, best of luck to him. I'll be rooting for him as long as he doesn't play the Bears anytime soon. But at the end of the day, let's just call a spade a spade. The Chicago Bears did not provide Justin Fields with the best situation to get his feet wet into the NFL. Even if you are a Caleb Williams person that was saying just trade Fields, trade Fields, trade Fields so we can draft Caleb, you have to admit that the Bears did not do right by Justin Fields. The Bears single-handedly screwed him over. And it's even more of a screw job because now you see what the moves the Bears have made offensively, not only acquiring Keenan Allen, um, in some cases somewhat upgrading the offensive line, upgrading your offensive coordinator, and then even getting another quality backup tight end as opposed to a Jimmy Graham or a Robert Tonyan. You know, you get my point. They screwed him over because they set up pretty much Caleb Williams to come in, have the riches of what Justin Fields had to endure for his 3 years here in Chicago, especially the last 2 years. And basically, Caleb Williams is going to come into the Chicago Bears. He's not only going to have DJ Moore. He's not going to only have Cole Kmet. He's going to have DeAndre Swift, a new running back they acquired. He's going to have Keenan Allen, potentially another wide receiver to come out of this draft. He's gonna inherit Gerald Everett as the backup tight end to Cole Kmet. He's going to get a solid defense from the jump. Again, offensive line somewhat has definitely been improved. They definitely improved the center position. Oh, on top of it, they also upgraded the offensive coaching staff as well. Something that Justin Fields, from day one, was not granted. Mike Tomlin is going to do wonders with Justin Fields. I don't give a shit. Now, if Justin Fields falls on his face, I'll be the first one to admit I was wrong. But Justin Fields going from Matt Nagy to Matt Eberflus to now Mike Tomlin, Mike Tomlin's going to get him playing the way he should be playing. That's going to be the best. That's probably the best pairing he can get in terms of a head coach right there. And again, I think that's the thing that makes me so upset about this, because I remember drafting and I was cheering at the top of my lungs when we drafted Justin Fields when he fell to us. And then the Chicago Bears, in typical Chicago Bears fashion, they did wrong by him. They didn't help him. They left him with a deadbeat coach, a Matt Nagy, who we all knew he was going to be fired after the following season, only to then go on from him. You don't get an offensive-minded head coach. You get a defensive-minded head coach. And then you give him an offensive coordinator that didn't know what the hell he was doing. If it wasn't prevalent in year one, it was definitely prevalent in year two with more talent. And on top of that, going back to his second year, Ryan Poles came up in the building as the new GM and stripped everything down. He stripped the defense down. He stripped any low-hanging fruit on the offensive side of the ball. And he basically just said, here you go, Justin. Roll with Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet, and a bunch of nobodies right then and there. On top of it, whatever is left of the offensive line there, that's basically what you got to deal with. And he didn't improve the offensive line. He didn't improve the offensive line. He didn't improve the offense in that second year, so then Justin Fields potentially could take somewhat of a jump. And Justin Fields had to basically put the team on his back to keep games, or to keep the team in the games. And then you make your upgrades and everything, and then your defense isn't as good. Your offensive coordinator, I don't know what the hell happened. He just completely crapped the bed. And he went Green Bay rogue and just completely ruined Justin Fields from the jump. And it even dates back to when Justin Fields' second season. They just changed his mechanics and did everything they could do to make him just throw faster. And I felt like that messed him up. And then on top of it, with Eberflus basically being in his ear, like, hey, we can't have turnovers. We can't do this. We can't do that. In a way, you can go to his first season with Chicago Bears. He was more aggressive. The last 2 years, you could see he was kind of more timid and not willing to take shots or take chances unless he absolutely needed to. And that goes down to coaching. He just didn't have enough adequate coaching to be successful. I thought it would be cool to see him under a Shane Waldron offense, but that won't happen. Now, I do think he's going to be in a great position in Pittsburgh where he can sit for a year, get his bearings, watch from the sidelines, soak as much information as he can get. So then the following season, 2025, hopefully that will be the year he starts to take off. Last thing of Justin Fields, I'm going to get out of here before I talk about the Bears. I'm going to miss everything Justin Fields gave the city of Chicago. Now, I don't appreciate... Now, obviously, you're going to have the Chicago media, especially throughout the week, especially on Monday. They're going to be throwing parties. They're going to be saying, we told you so. We told you so. We knew they were going to trade Fields. And they're going to be happy, and they're going to be applauding this thing and everything. But they're going to completely ignore the fact what this dude did for the city of Chicago. But they won't care because they got what they wanted. The narrative that they pushed has been accomplished. They got what they wanted at the end of the day. Now, personally, I said, listen, if we keep Fields, I'm fine. If it looks like we're going to get Caleb Williams, I'm also fine with that plan as well. And I'll talk about that in a second, and everything. But they got what they wanted. They're going to more than likely throw their parties and everything about it. And they're going to be, because they basically, the past few months, they've tore down Justin Fields as if he was a bum. So, yeah. For people who wanted Caleb Williams, obviously Chicago media did. Congratulations, you guys got what you wanted. Justin Fields gone. Now let's get over to the Bears situation. With Justin Fields being gone, 10 out of 10 times, it looks like the Bears more than likely 100% are going to be taking Caleb Williams with the first overall pick. At this point, you can make the argument. You can just go to his pro day, have your conversation with him in Los Angeles, and then be done with it because you know we're taking this guy. Shit, you might not even need to use the top 30 visit on him. You can just ask for everything you need to do after his pro day and then be good with it. Since we know where it's where it's heading. But obviously, you still need to do your due diligence just in case any situations change. But 9 out of 10 times, 10 out of 10 times, 100% of the time, the Bears are going to be drafting Caleb Williams with the first overall pick in the draft. Now, again, the compensation they got is just a 6th-round pick for next year. Now, that's kind of on Brian Pohl's fault. If you knew you were going to trade Justin Fields from the jump, then why didn't you do it earlier? This is my issue, and this is my issue with the trading of Justin Fields right now. As of this moment, this is my issue. If you were going to trade Justin Fields, why did you not do it at the start of free agency then? Why did you not do it earlier? So then maybe if a team was willing to say, okay, here's the highest we'll give you. Maybe you don't just get a 6th-round pick. Maybe the least you get is a 4th-round pick or a 3rd-round pick. Now, I know I did say maybe sometimes in the case, you got to take the best offer available. And if that's the only thing the Steelers were like, listen, it's take it or leave it, dude. You take this pick or not. And the Steelers know what they're doing. They put that in that incentive of playtime to get a 4th-round pick because they know damn well we're not playing Justin Fields, so we don't have to give the Bears a free 4th-round pick. So in a weird way, Poles kind of got fleeced in this deal. And again, at the end of the day, it's kind of Poles really didn't do right by Justin Fields. He didn't do right by Justin Fields. He said he would do right by Justin Fields, and he didn't. Because if you were going to make the trade and you were going to trade him away, Brian Poles, why did you not trade him away the first day of free agency then? That's my only issue with Ryan Poles right now as of this moment when it comes to the trading of Justin Fields. You could have probably got more, and maybe you just have made your damn mind up and just had traded him and not played these head games. So, listen, I won't be shocked if Justin Fields ever comes out on a podcast at some point in his career and says, listen, the Bears fucked me over. And especially if he ends up not, if his career does not end up taking off, but Caleb Williams comes here and his career projects and he's a great quarterback for the Bears, I would not be shocked that Justin Fields at some point later down the line in the years to come, he would come on a podcast and say, yeah, the Bears screwed me over. Guys like Ryan Poles and everybody screwed me over. They didn't set me up to succeed. So that's my only issue with Ryan Poles when it comes to the trading handling of Justin Fields. If you knew you were going to let him go and trade him, why didn't you do it earlier? Why didn't you do it before all these other quarterbacks ended up signing with other teams to either be the potential starter or the backup? And I figured the moment the Pittsburgh Steelers traded Kenny Pickett to the Eagles, I had a feeling Bears and Steelers more than likely are going to get back into negotiations, and more than likely Justin Fields will probably be dealt to the Steelers, more than likely, if that's the case. But listen, Ryan Poles, I think he kind of got flopped on this deal. I think he handled this whole situation completely wrong. If he was going to get rid of Justin Fields, you might as well have traded him from the jump. from day one of free agency. But Ryan Poles, for whatever reason, he stood pat. Now, maybe at some point revelations will come. Maybe at some point Ryan Poles will have a press conference. And maybe that question, and I hope the Chicago media does its job and asks, hey, I don't mean to talk about Justin Fields because he's no longer part of the organization, but in terms of negotiations, what was the asking price before you ended up trading him away to Pittsburgh? What were other teams before they ended up getting quarterbacks? Because listen, the Steelers just straight up got Justin Fields for a 6th-round pick. The fear that I had that that would happen. So now, getting into this Caleb Williams discussion, Ryan Poles better be 100% certain that Caleb Williams is that guy, is that dude, is the guy that will take the Bears and be a great team and take them actually to places that I have yet to see in my entire lifetime. He better be damn sure Caleb Williams is the guy that will be the reason why the Bears are a successful organization for 10 plus seasons. Because if he's not, and Justin Fields takes off under Pittsburgh, and he starts to show the growth that he was projected to be at, and Caleb Williams comes here and he struggles after everything that's been set up on a red carpet for him, I'm going to have an issue with Ryan Poles, and then we're going to have a discussion. Maybe Ryan Poles is not that good of a talent evaluator at the quarterback position. Because you let your quarterback, you let Justin Fields singly left out to die with a terrible freaking offense built around him, a terrible offensive coordinator, no head coach truly to support him. And in terms of an offensive-minded head coach, you didn't set him up for success. But lo and behold, we're in the best position ever. Now we set up the next guy for the exact success that he should be coming into this. I said it from the jump. I said it in other previous videos. The goal of the season is playoffs or bust. At the end of the day, I'm fine with Caleb Williams. I expect big things out of this. You better be damn sure he hits. Because if he has inconsistencies, and then 3 years later, we're looking back and we're like, this guy ain't no better than what Justin Fields was giving us the last 3 years of his career here in Chicago. Why do we take this guy? So that's the thing. Plain and simple. And you can say, oh, you're just being salty because you prefer Justin Fields and everything over Caleb Williams. I'm not being salty. I'm just being real. You have to be honest. You better be damn sure Caleb Williams is that guy. Damn sure. Because if he ain't, Ryan Poles, we need to have a discussion about Ryan Poles potentially being gone. Now, this decision to draft a quarterback will buy Ryan Poles more time. Potentially. So this said quarterback ends up, whether it's Caleb Williams or he somehow takes another quarterback for some whatever reason. And honestly, right now, to be honest, the safe pick for Ryan Poles is Caleb Williams. The safe pick for Ryan Poles is Caleb Williams. If he takes Drake May, he takes Jaden Daniels or any other quarterback in this draft, you might as well put him in up there for potentially getting fired if that said quarterback does not work out. Caleb Williams is the safe pick because you can tell the Bears brass, hey, this guy is projected to be like a all-time player. If he doesn't if he flames out and he doesn't show us the stuff, well, listen, let me have another chance. Because the consensus is Caleb Williams going over #1 overall. I feel like that'll be the only way Poles can get a few more years left as the GM potentially. But if he takes another quarterback in this draft, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. That's if they can't succeed, fire on the spot. So that's the thing. Yeah. You know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, again, like I said, I wish the best of luck to Justin Fields. So that's kind of the thing. You know, you're gonna have obviously your Packer fans start laughing and take their shots because they're gonna pull up receipts about Bear fans talking about Justin Fields being him and everything. But listen, I ain't worried about those guys. And it's funny too because those people were like, "Oh, I really hope Justin Fields stays in the division." Well, now, according to that logic, now that Justin Fields is gone, why are Packer fans fucking laughing? Now that just means the Bears are going to get Caleb Williams. You better hope Caleb Williams don't even end up becoming a great quarterback. Because if Caleb Williams ends up becoming a great quarterback, well, then guess what? You guys might be in trouble. And that's my only thing too. I not only want Caleb Williams to be a great quarterback, but I want him to be a great quarterback and have great performances against freaking the Green Bay Packers. So then guess what? He can come up there and I can sit back, watch a Bears Green Bay Packers game, and I know my goddamn quarterback, despite whatever Green Bay throws at him, he's gonna own their asses. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, that's basically it. That's all I gotta say. Justin Fields is gone. It's time to start accepting that Caleb Williams will more than likely be a Chicago Bear. So, sadly, my 2 Justin Fields jerseys in my closets are just going to be sitting there collecting dust. I can't pull those jerseys out anymore. I can't wear those jerseys out in public anymore. Because guess what that means? Which means when Caleb Williams gets here, I might as well start buying my Caleb Williams jersey. Because now my jerseys are virtually null and void now. I can't go outside and wear my Justin Fields Chicago Bears jersey. I guess the only jersey I can touch right now is my Walter Payton jersey. I have a Khalil Mack jersey, but I can't also wear that too. So when the move is announced, I'll probably be I don't care about the price. I'll be buying my Caleb Williams jersey soon. I'll be buying it soon. So that's where I'm left with right then and there. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say for now. So then, guys, if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on Justin Fields being traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do you think Poles messed up this trade? And what does this, and in your opinion, what does this mean for the Bears? Do you think that means we're getting Caleb Williams, or do you think for some odd reason we're getting another quarterback? Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Cam Free 15 content or any other Bears content I upload to the channel. I'll continue to give Bears updates as the news keeps progressing up to the day of the draft. I'll probably have another video. I'm gonna have to see if I can get my Uncle Daryl to come on the channel to give his thoughts on the decision and his thoughts on the trade and everything. So there'll probably be a follow-up video to this. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Catch you guys next video. Till then, guys, peace.